superlatives. Take it easy.
Anyway, Johnny became upset with me for judging him. He was, you know, he said some disgusting things to me. I don't know if I need to repeat it.
Okay, let's go. Michelle, can you bring up Defendant's Exhibit 1090? Don't tell us what the co-star said. Just tell us what your communication was with Mr. Depp.
Objection, hearsay. Her communications are hearsay.
People could invite me to a concert in a platonic way. I tried to say that it was fine.
Objection, hearsay.
Do I have that redaction, or is that something you need to give me?
I think we're going to need to give it to you a hard copy.
All right,
right.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And if
I found out that he was in a hotel room with Paul Bettany.
Objection, hearsay.
Okay. Move forward.
When he came home, they had to carry him home.
Objection, hearsay.
Did you see them
I
carry
watched
him?
it.
Okay. Did you have any contact with Lily Rose that led to any discussions with Mr. Depp?
Objection, leading.
What, if any, communications did you have with Lily Rose in November 2013?
Objection, calls her hearsay, leading.
What, if any, interaction did you have with Lily Rose without saying anything she said?
Objection, hearsay.
What, if any, interaction did you have with Lily Rose that led to an argument with Mr. Depp?
Objection, leading.
Did you have an argument with Mr. Depp relating to Lily Rose in November 2013?
Yes.
Can you please describe that?
Well, I was, and Lily Rose at some point had a crush on a, you know.
Objection, hearsay, and lack of foundation.
It went back to being wonderful. There were these moments that just felt so wonderful.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
You employed a woman named Kate James, is that correct?
Objection, leading.
And why is that?
She was,
Your Honor, I'm going to object on hearsay grounds. It's still hearsay.
Your Honor, I'm going to move the admission of Defendant's Exhibit 209. Business records exception.
Still hearsay, Your Honor.
I don't agree. I think that's the point that hearsay can... What, if any, communications did you have with Kate James about your issues with Mr. Depp?
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, Ms. James has testified.
I'll sustain the objection.
All right, we can take that down, Michelle.
and I thought it's, you know, I would have forgotten about the extent that we had those conversations early on in the engagement if it hadn't have been for my therapist's notes.
I'm sorry, if it hadn't been for your what?
If it hadn't been for my therapist's notes, which were taken at the time when I was talking to her about this and my conversations with
Objection, hearsay.
Okay.
I'll sustain the objection.
We'll move on. Okay.
Came down at the end when we were leaving, and came down once because he was at the time sharing drugs with my dad.
Objection. Speculation. Lack of foundation.
How do you know that he was sharing drugs with your dad?
I was there. I watched it.
Please continue.
My dad actually left with Johnny's security to go get more drugs from
Objection
West
calls for
Hollywood.
speculation.
How do you know that?
They told me.
Hearsay.
Sustain the objection.
Could you please tell the jury what a Met Gala is and what's involved in that?
Objection compound.
He thought I was looking at this woman in a sexual way, and I kind of turned it around on him and said that exact
Objection
same.
hearsay.
It's context, Your Honor. This is context.
Sustain the objection.
Okay. Just say what Mr. Depp said then. I guess you can't tell us what you said to him.
Okay. And Johnny shoves me and kind of grabs me by the collarbone area, like not really my neck, but top of my neck, top of my above my collarbone, below my neck. And I feel this boot in my back. He just kicked me in the back. I fell to the floor. I caught myself on the floor, and I just felt like I was looking at the floor of the plane for felt like a long time. Jury, judge, security, and my friend both kind of under their breath asked me, "Are you okay?"
Objection hearsay.
I spent the rest of the time looking out of the
Sustain the
window.
objection.
And
Objection non-responsive.
and if
Calls for speculation.
he would not remember what he had done.
Calls for speculation.
Did you reach out to,
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay and bleeding.
and this is a communication between you and Rocky Pennington, your best friend, is that correct?
That's correct.
Objection hearsay.
Did you text your mother and your father about this incident?
Objection hearsay.
What, if any, communication did you have with your mother or your father following this incident?
Objection hearsay.
Sustain that objection.
What, if any, communications did you have with Kate James following the Boston plane incident?
Objection hearsay.
Your Honor, if we go to 224,
Okay.
I reached out to friends and family, asked for support.
Objection hearsay.
Sustained.
mental condition.
It doesn't, it's still hearsay, Your Honor. May we approach?
I'm going to ask you to turn now to 228.
Your Honor, we're going to object on hearsay.
First line, Your Honor,
Okay.
is all I understand in Your Honor's ruling, but I think
He's gonna come forward.
You know, on the plane, I was so careful.
Objection, non-responsive.
what, if any, communications did you have with Stephen Duders?
Objection, hearsay.
What, if any, communication were you having with him following the Boston plane incident?
Objection, hearsay. May we approach?
All right.
I thought I had effectively...
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive. Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
What's in the email?
That calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
And then when he finished filming, the plan was to do
Objection,
the
Your
full
Honor,
detox.
hearsay. And lack of foundation.
I was involved in the conversations
Please
with the
continue.
doctors and with his sister.
Objection,
And
Your Honor,
nurse.
that's still hearsay.
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
That part is. So
They put Johnny on a bunch of new medications, which they shared with me, told me about.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
He was taking about double the amount.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Was this
No, I
your
saw
observation?
it.
Okay, overruled.
Thank you.
At one point in our conversations, I told him about how,
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
we're on an island. I'm trying to take care of him, and he was hallucinating. And
Objection, Your Honor. Non-responsive.
I hadn't said anything. I would tell him, Johnny,
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Well, I think in the context, Your Honor, it's not offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted. Did you have communications with Mr. Depp about auditioning for another role in this time frame?
Objection, Your Honor. I'm going to object to the exhibit as hearsay.
I don't see him anymore. I don't see him anymore. It wasn't him. It was black.